Alright, we're coming at you with another rendition of Better Stories with Ethan Godwin. What's up, everybody? This one might be a quick one. First of all, take a peek. Look at Rice. That's not a man who's filled with confidence in the middle of the waterfall. So the water pulls you, pushes you. Alright, now here we go. Alright, what's your tale, Mother Goose? Who are you? Where are you from?
I'm Ethan Godwin from Southern Indiana. I currently live in a Sprinter van and travel the country.
And lives in a van down by, not the river, but I guess the Colorado River.
Yeah, some mountains.
How'd you get introduced to all this?
So I was a kind of biohacker, geek, nerd dude, and I stumbled onto the product when I was 25. Really trying to just always figure out my own weight loss and health journey and stuff like that. When I found the product, I knew that this was something that's real.
Stop the tape. This guy used to be that guy?
I had a little bit of ego stuff about this industry because I just never done it before, and I'd always looked at it like it's something that wasn't for someone like me. I have a finance degree.
Smart guys.
And it was just being around people like this guy, having fun, doing shit like this.
So you got to tell them how you actually were introduced. It's
okay.
Hilarious.
So I was
like Dustin Schaefer is at a continuing education conference for what was it called? Muscle activation technique.
Still going?
Yeah. And a lady next to him was like, "What are you drinking?" He's like, "Ketones." She's like, "No way, my son's into that." She tells Dustin that her son's friend Ethan might be interested in it. Her son never even got in.
Her son never got in. Her son was my brother's college roommate. And I met her on moving day, and she knew I did keto, so she was basically coming right at me. And I drank the product. I used it for mountain biking first, and it was absolutely insane. Mountain biking is something I know very well and can feel it. And ever since then, it's something I want to get everyone to at least drink it, put it in their body, and see what it's going to do for them.
So then what happened? So that was when you were 25, what, 7 years ago?
So that was when I was 25. Started promoting it because everyone was having a great experience when I tried to get free product, and I messaged a few people. So it went from there, and it just kept snowballing. We started to do little events and bigger events and bigger events.
How'd you get Ryan? How'd Ryan get like that whole line of ladies?
Yeah, so I got my best friend interested after basically forcing it on him over and over and over. And he was loving the product, and he was just unsure about this as a business, which I think many of us are at the start. And then him and I did a booth 45 minutes away that we found on Facebook events. We didn't know anything about it. It was like a bike race type event. And we went there, we met a couple in that town called Owensboro, Kentucky, who then put us on to another couple in Owensboro, Kentucky, and another couple introduced us to someone that many of you may know, Kate Higdon, who then snowballed even further, and then other lines kind of took off. And it's been a dream of a ride for a business in the last 7 years, that's for damn sure.
So, made hundreds of thousands of dollars, had a team all over the world.
Started off this business making $20,000 a year.
Well, before you got started.
So, a couple hundred a month, or maybe 2,000 a month would have been like a killer month for me. I was living at home, so this business took me from living at home with my parents to traveling the world, legitimately traveling the world in a converted $100,000+ Sprinter van. It's got a hot water shower. It's got the whole 9 in there. Sleeping on public land, you know, living in national parks, doing the whole thing.
Do you know how many state or national parks you've been in?
A lot. I really don't know.
I mean, hundreds.
I have more things that I probably forgot that I've traveled to than I can remember.
Hey, look at Louise. He might need to be rescued.
He might.
You have no idea how hard it is to just sit here.
It's literally like being in a blender.
A human blender. Give a quick tip or a trick, you know, all these years later. And
yeah, so I think the biggest thing for me, I came in, I really liked the science, I really liked all of that stuff. And what I had to do and understand to really learn to do this business was give up the credibility and gain more relatability. So the more relatable I became, the bigger my business grew. The more I talked about the science and the more I felt my ego, the credible side, the smaller my business got and the more challenging and frustrating it got too. So the biggest tip for me is relatability trumps credibility every day of the week in this industry.
Woo! Woo! Tell them about Bananas Foster.
Okay, so the first, so I said I'm a science guy. I love people. I love to help people. I have a finance degree, became a personal trainer just to teach people my own journey. I ended up meeting this guy at I was right across from HQ at a little bed and breakfast, and the first introduction, I walk up and he is eating a Bananas Foster. Like, it is 10 in the morning, maybe 9 in the morning.
It's like a dessert breakfast.
Yeah, it's breakfast, but you know, it's Bananas Foster. I guess it's got a banana in there. And I remember texting Dustin Schaefer, who also is a science nerd, and going like, hey, Michael's eating Bananas Foster. What should I tell him so he can be better at, you know, eating the keto diet and all this stuff? Because I still thought we had a diet. Really, we have a ketone product.
Keto drink. All right, so if somebody's watching this for the first time, just got introduced to ketones, this is intended to be texted out or pulsed out to all the promoters. I don't know what we're going to do with it. But what would you share with somebody that's maybe like kind of a guest just watching this, maybe hasn't drank the product, maybe hasn't tried the business yet?
I would say get around the people. Show up to some of the events, or at least show up to one event and feel the community. Don't just like live in your ego of, oh, it's one of those things, or I tried this then or that then. We're in 2022. It's different business models around the world. Everyone's doing more stuff on social media, more influencer type stuff. The influencer type stuff doesn't have community. We have community and a business that honestly we're both making money while we're in a waterfall right now, which is unheard of for me as a personal trainer who had to wake up at 4 in the morning every day and just trade my time for dollars. So I would say give it a shot. Don't dismiss yourself. Give yourself permission to dream a little bit and try something new.
Wow. Any last ideas? Anything else? What do you think about Costa Rica?
Costa Rica
or
is
this
amazing.
trip, or just...
So I got an invite to this trip 7 days ago, and it was basically, do you want to go to Costa Rica? The first thought in your mind,
keep talking. Let's
watch
this extraction. Keep talking.
Your first thought might go to like, oh, the plane tickets are gonna be too expensive, all this kind of shit. The biggest thing is just to know if you show up, magic will happen. Even if it feels scared, do it anyway because it's worth it. And if it's not worth it, well, I don't know what to tell you. There's something going on.
There you go. Our batteries are about to die. I don't even know if any of this audio even got captured. But I'm going to end the video before it dies. Love you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this installment of Better Stories with Ethan Godwin from Costa Rica. Let's go. Thanks for sticking around and watching that video. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, smash that bad dog, and digest as many of these stories as you can. Our goal is that you see yourselves inside of the stories of all these amazing people. Take inspired action, write your own story that one day I'll feature you on this channel and you'll inspire millions of people from around the world.